We left Barnegat Sunday, September 26, 2015 at 8:30 a.m. The Pope landed in Philadelphia about 1 hour before we got to Philadelphia to pick up 3 passengers near the airport. Millie was very excited to have her picture taken with the Pope. We spent our first night at the Hampton Inn in Roanoke, North Carolina, and had dinner at the Cracker Barrel. We stayed 4 nights at the Omni Resort in Hilton Head. Our first night, we ate at Alexander's. The next day, we stopped at the visiting center in Savannah to pick up a local guide. This is where people come to get a guided tour of Savannah. We visited the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist, built in 1873. We visited the Davenport House, which has been renovated over the years and is open to the public as a museum. As we waited across the street, we seen a young man proposing marriage. We then went to River Street. River Street is along the Savannah River. It has century-old buildings that were once cotton warehouses and have been converted to shops, galleries, and restaurants. We ate lunch at the Dockside Restaurant. II memorial was unique because it is shaped like a globe and split in half to represent the fighting on both sides of the world. The names of those that died are embedded in the bricks surrounding the memorial. Tuesday, Jim and Lois Schluch came and had lunch with us at the hotel. Jim and Lois left Mirage about 7 years ago. They lived at 8 Lakeland Drive and they moved to Bluffton. At 3 p.m. that day, we went to Harbortown. We had dinner at the Crazy Crab. On Wednesday, we toured Paris Island with a local guide. The display showed how the Marine uniforms have changed over the years. Some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. The Marines don't have that problem. President Ronald Reagan, 1985. They had a movie that was 15 minutes continuous running about the training on Paris Island. From Paris Island, we went to Beaufort. This was the waterfront. For lunch, Millie and I had gelato. Millie and I then toured the Beaufort Historic District on the horse and carriage. Pat Conroy, a famous author, wrote The Prince of Tides. The film, starring Barbra Streisand and Nick Nolte, was filmed here. Tom Hanks also stayed here in the district while he was filming Forrest Gump. Pat Conroy also wrote The Great Santini with Robert Duvall. That night, we ate at Hugo's. Thursday, we went to the Citadel, which was founded in 1842. The Citadel is in Charleston. The tuition is $10,000 for in-state and $28,000 for out-of-state.
Commanding 1st Battalion, as Lieutenant Colonel James Jenkins, Westlake, Ohio. And Sergeant Major Benjamin Young, Montague, Wisconsin. Commanding Bravo Company, Cadet Captain Emily Schwinding, Menominee, Wisconsin.
Right, sir! March!
Commanding Charlie Company, Cadet Second Lieutenant James Child, North Charleston, South Carolina.
Right, sir! March! March!
Commanding Delta Company, Cadet Captain Brent Keeper, Charter, North Carolina.
This was the chapel. Pat Conroy attended the Citadel. He wrote a book that was somewhat of an expose. The book was banned by the Citadel. The bulldog is their mascot. This is their class ring. As we drove around Charleston, many of the streets were flooding and the rain had not started. Charleston is practically at sea level, and flooding was caused by the high tides. When it came time to get off the bus, this is what it was like. We were all very wet as we ate at the Charleston Crab House. The next day, Charleston was devastated by flooding. I-95 was shut down for 13 miles. The detour was 168 miles.